That is actually a way out. Since we're bound to lose anyway, let Ning Zheng lose the blame. He came to take the blame this time at the border hunt, and will soon be exiled. Losing one more chess match doesn't matter. This heavenly endgame, countless masters couldn't solve it, and you, Ning Zheng, a useless prince, think you can break it. The terms are clear. If Prince Ning Zheng cracks the heavenly endgame and defeats the King of Chu, then your majesty must beat the drum for our king, and the crown prince of Chu must sing in accompaniment. Ha ha ha, fine. If the King of Yue wins, my son and I will beat the drum and sing. Since brother King of Yue is unwell, letting his son take his place is acceptable. But if he loses, the drumming must be done by the King of Yue himself. No one else can substitute. How about that? So be it. It is a deal. The match begins. The Crown Prince of Chu holds the white stones. Ning Zheng holds the black stones. Black moves first. This game is already decided. No one can solve it. What is Ning Zheng worth? The King of Yue will be humiliated again. 15 minutes later. What is happening? Ning Zheng is about to win. This is impossible. So many masters poured their hearts into it and failed to solve it. This is the heavenly endgame from Tianya Hage. How can this be? Isn't this the unsolvable heavenly endgame? How can my son lose? Another 15 minutes later. Upper, right corner, 15 line, second line. The heavenly endgame released by Tianya Hage, broken just like that. Wasn't it said to be unsolvable? The Crown Prince didn't make a wrong move, so how did he lose? Tianya Hage releases a new endgame every few years. Once solved, a new one is immediately issued. The solver gains top honors, becoming an honorary scholar of Tianya Hage. Thus, countless people across the world tried to solve this one, and it has circulated for at least 5 years. A useless prince actually cracked the heavenly endgame. Brother Ning Zheng, peace is precious. Let's call this match a draw, shall we? For the upcoming border hunt, if Yue Kingdom wants to save face, better agree to a draw quickly. No. Ning Zheng, is it so stubborn? Is it a steadfast character, or just foolishness? The game ends. Ning Zheng wins. Between the two kingdoms, Yue wins. Brother King of Yue, your son truly is talented. Even an obscure Ning Zheng inherited your chess skill. Remarkable, remarkable. I am a bit thirsty. Bring wine. Hold on, everyone, before drinking. King of Chu, Crown Prince of Chu, have you forgotten something? Boy, are you really going to disrespect us like this? Who are you? What rank? What title? In such a gathering, what right do you have to speak? Wang Huili, aren't you tired of acting like this every time? Lord Wang Huili, have you forgotten me? This border hunt was negotiated and signed by me with you, and when your forced dalliance was exposed and more than 10 thugs rushed in to beat you, I was the one who saved you. How are your eggs now? That day they were swollen badly. You, Lord Wang Huili, your beard has completely vanished. Could it be that your eggs were all cut off, not a single one left? But that is fine, that is fine. Severing worldly roots, focusing only on service to the king. Since you no longer serve as minister of Honglu Temple, you can enter the palace as a eunuch. Very good, very good. King of Chu, you should beat the drum for our king. Crown Prince of Chu, you should sing. This beast is Shen Lang, truly disgusting. Just one look makes me want to kill him. Prince Lian, isn't it said that a king's word is worth 1,000 in gold? That heavenly end game must have been solved by this brat. Brilliant to the extreme, yet hateful all the same. Ning Zheng, you cracked the heavenly end game. Shall I report it to Tianya Hage? Shen Lang helped you greatly. If you become a scholar of Tianya Hage, even if exiled, you won't go to a wasteland. You could remain there. No need. Shen Lang has already fallen out with Tianya Hage, so I, Ningjung, need not warm myself against their cold indifference. Ningjung, are you stupid? Such great honor, and you push it away. Since the King of Chu can break his word, then we can break ours too. This border hunt, we won't compete. We're leaving, returning home. Go back home. Yes. Brother King of Yue, do you treat national affairs as a game? Then King of Chu, can your words also be treated as a game? King of Yue, listen, well, I shall personally beat the drum for you. Then, upon the high platform, the King of Chu beat the drum. The Crown Prince of Chu sang. Of course, only 3 lines were sung, and the King of Chu only struck the drum 3 times. Yet, the historians of several states all recorded it. Great Yan Empire, year 30 of Yanwu, 2nd month, 3rd day. The King of Chu beat the drum 3 times for the King of Yue. Bring the map, bring the gold, bring the edict. Bring them up. Verify the map. The map is correct. The map is correct. Verify the edict. This is the edict written by the King of Yue and the King of Chu. Verify the gold. All pure gold. King of Yue, King of Chu. Armies clash. Blades have no eyes. Peace is precious. Peace is precious. Such a big piece of fat meat. How could we not eat it? The arrow is on the string. It must be released. Thus, the border hunt officially begins. This border hunt, certain victory, no suspense at all, but it is the beginning of Chu's hegemony. From today, Chu officially surpasses Yue, becoming the foremost overlord of the south in the Great Yan dynasty. Chu army, enter. "2,000 heavily armored Chu infantry enter. These are the Chu warriors. I've heard they are battle-hardened, the very elite. Over the years they fought Liang, Xinqian, and Xiliang. 10 battles, 9 victories, truly the finest of the fine. Absolutely superior to Yue's best imperial guards. But why did Chu only send 2,000? Could it be that the King of Chu wants a fair fight? 3,000 heavily armored Chu cavalry enter. No way. Not only the elite 2,000 Chu warriors, but also 3,000 heavy cavalry, using cavalry against infantry. How shameless. Your army enters. A sin indeed. Everyone said Shen Lang and Ningjung recruited 2,000 fools as cannon fodder, and now it seems true. Commander of Yue's Imperial Guard, Your Majesty, my Western elite troops are also willing to fight for you. Your Majesty, my Western elite troops are also willing to fight for you. If Shen Lang and the others are allowed to mess around, it will surely crush the morale of my border troops. King of Yue, you must decide which army will fight in the border hunt, lest your head fall and never grow back. So be it. Let's end this quickly. Ha, Ning Yuanxian, you finally have your day. Change uniforms collectively. To prevent rust, Shen Lang coated the armor surfaces with lacquer. Such heavy armor, and the color is strange. Could it be made of wood? Such long blades, they must be wooden too. Otherwise, how could these men carry them? Half an hour later. Assemble, form, ranks. This neat formation, earlier the Chu warriors' military bearing, was already impressive. But compared to this Yue army, they now look scattered. 2,000 men, every movement identical. Not a single mistake. Such tight armor, such beautiful formation. Could this new army not be so useless after all? It is pointless. No matter how well trained in formation, there's still 2,000 fools with no combat experience. Against 2,000 Chu elites, there is no chance of victory. Border hunt rules: seize the enemy's flag to win. Attack. The two armies are 200 meters apart, 150 meters. 100 meters. Halt. Prepare. Release. Yue's foolish soldiers didn't even bring bows, so they'll obediently wait to be shot dead. In infantry combat, when armies clash at close range, the long-range killing power of bows is invaluable. Yet they aren't equipped with any. Doesn't that mean they'll just be beaten without striking back? But with only 3 months of training, it is normal they had no time to practice archery. I thought the hunt would end quickly. This armor is actually so sturdy. 3 waves of arrows, yet not a single casualty. Shield formation. Defend. Since you want to charge, then first break through our spear and shield wall. Kill. Kill. For the glory of Great Chu. Kill. Leave not a single US soldier alive. A bunch of idiots, you are doomed. Are they really idiots? They're charging straight into a hedgehog formation with their bodies. Blood will flow like a river. Countless Yue soldiers will be pierced through the belly and die miserably. How can this be? Why are our spears breaking? Cut. Finally, it has come. After holding back for more than 10 days, I can finally strike. Crushing dry weeds and smashing rotten wood. Why are my Chu soldiers so vulnerable? Slash. Moments later, apart from a few soldiers who collapsed mentally and fled, most of the Chu soldiers were slaughtered. Meanwhile, the US soldiers stood on the battlefield and reformed their formation, as if nothing had happened. This is my Yue army. Such a powerful army. How did I not know? Weren't these people supposed to be trash? Useless fools. Luckily, I didn't offend them too much. I thought Shen Lang and his men would at most refuse to surrender. But I didn't expect them to defeat the Chu soldiers outright. If it were my Zhong clan army, how many would it take to defeat the Chu soldiers? 3,000, 5,000? No, 10,000. Shen Lang, this youth, is truly extraordinary. In just 3 months, he trained 2,000 useless men into invincible warriors. We've been tricked. Tricked. How did they do it? Didn't the spies say they were just 2,000 useless men practicing one slash with fake blades every day? Well, the spies weren't wrong, but the power of that slash is far too great. Your Majesty, Your Majesty, Your Majesty, what should we do next? Yes, the battle isn't over yet. I still have 3,000 heavy cavalry. Cavalry is invincible in open battle, and heavy cavalry even more so. Right. I haven't lost yet. I haven't lost yet. Deploying 3,000 heavy cavalry may be a bit shameless, but for victory, Everything is worth it. Heavy cavalry charge. Charge. No way, King of Chu. Are you really this shameless? You are actually deploying heavy cavalry. And 3,000 against 2,000. Heavy armor plus horses and cavalry. That weight no army can withstand it. Even Shen Lang's monstrous new army can't possibly hold. Charge. Tuesday Da. Tuesday Ia. The killing gods under the crown prince of Chu. Every time they enter battle, the two of them slaughter hundreds, unmatched, like battlefield monsters. Famous Chu General Hu Yangxi, Chu's Super General Hu Yangxi, like Kuto Hun, Alabama, so rose as a martial champion, and is the foremost young general of Chu. Moreover, he too was once a war orphan, suspected to be a remnant of Jiang Li. For victory, the king of Chu has gone this far. He actually deployed Tuesday Da, Tuesday Ia, and Hu Yangxi all together. Damn, look over there. The battlefield's big fool, Dasha. As the commander, I should be directing the battle, not fighting myself, but there is no choice. No one else can face Hu Yangxi, and this Nirvana army doesn't even need my command. What is the role of a commander? A general is the courage of the soldiers. If I don't lead by example, how can the soldiers fight bravely? Stop, Lan Yi, like a pine standing tall. Second move, prepare. First move, cut men. Second move, cut horses. This group of New Year soldiers actually intends to rely on flesh and blood to withstand the charge of heavy cavalry. This is madness. Kill, kill, slash. Refreshing. So refreshing. These men are truly strong. Their focus and fearlessness, their sensitivity and simplicity. Arkansas, their greatest gifts. Nebraska, the invincible talents. Because they are fearless, they will not flee. Because of their focus and sensitivity, they can seize the most precise opportunities. Such powerful bodies and wills, they actually withstood the impact of the horses. If the Chu cavalry fails to break through the formation, then the disadvantage will be theirs. At this moment, the front row of war horses was all slain, their corpses piling up and blocking the heavy cavalry behind. The horses' legs are stuck. They can't move. Dismount. Charge the formation. We have the advantage from above. Yes. How can this be? On the other side of the battlefield, I made a mistake. Big brother. Second brother, Arkansas, EU, all right. I'm fine. Go again. These three aren't competing in strength or speed, but in who can endure more punishment. This side is different. It is all about skill. A match of equals, exhilarating and satisfying. It has been so long since I've faced such strong opponents. He is also a noble man, every move upright, Wisconsin without malice. Magnificent, a peak duel indeed. To think the battle would reach this level, a rare fortune to witness such a hunt. 15 minutes later, Tuda and Tuar's strength has weakened. It seems Big Fool will win. This is just too insane. Fighting until now, yet his strength hasn't weakened at all. Unknowingly, he has fought all the way to the Chu army's banner. Damn, the banner is about to be lost. Does this mean defeat? What is this? Too thin, not as useful as the tree in my hand. Truly Big Fool, even when you can seize the banner, you don't. But it doesn't matter. We've basically already won. These guys have nearly slaughtered all 3,000 heavy cavalry. Go, quickly, go. Higher, run. The killing god is here. Please don't kill me, don't kill me. Feels like 2 ribs are broken, but it doesn't matter, just a small injury. The formation must not break, the steps must not falter. This should be the Chu army's banner. Seizing this banner means victory. The Chu army's banner falls. The border hunt is over. Yue Kingdom, a great victory. On the other side of the battlefield, Big Fool has begun crushing Tuda and Tue brother. Smash us to death. Even if you smash us, we won't surrender. The battle is over. You may leave. I won't fight you anymore. Big Fool, victorious. On Kutu Huan's side. Till we meet again, till we meet again. Glory to Yue, glory to Yue. 10,000 victories, 10,000 victories. Long live the king, long live the king. I have fulfilled my duty. I declare this border hunt between Chu and Yue has officially ended. Yue is victorious. Long live, long live, long live. By tradition, the victorious king must wave the royal banner atop the high platform. There is still this step, the victor waving the banner. Ning Yuanxian is already so ill, can he even lift it? That banner pole weighs over 100 catties. Ning Zheng, are you trying to shame your father? You know he is gravely ill and cannot lift the banner. Ning Zheng, well done. You have not disappointed me. Father, each of you is my pride, the pride of Yue. You are the ace army of Yue. I shall bestow upon you the title of Yue's first army, the Nirvana Army. The Nirvana Army is destined to shake the world. Today is but a small victory, yet I firmly believe the Nirvana Army is fated to be invincible, conquering all. Invincible in battle, unstoppable in conquest. Invincible in battle, unstoppable in conquest. Long live His Majesty, long live, long live. So the king was not ill, not struck by apoplexy. This, the king was acting all along. Ning Yuanxian, you are not sick. So your 2,000 new soldiers defeating my warriors and heavy cavalry was all premeditated. Ning Yuanxian, you deceived me. You are not ill. Brother King, what are you saying? I truly am ill, gravely ill indeed. As expected, I was tricked. How venomous Ning Yuanxian is, how ruthless Shen Lang is. From the very beginning, from the moment this hunt was proposed, you intended to toy with me, to make me a fool. Prince Lian, envoys of the other states, is it not time to fulfill the contract? Ning Yuanxian, you and I are not only in-laws, but close friends, and yet you deceived even me. This, surely, it is another of Shen Lang's schemes. This slap is too cruel. The King of Chu has lost 5,000 elite troops, lost face, and been trampled under Ning Yuanxian's feet. I declare this border hunt is valid, and both sides shall now fulfill the contract. The two nations shall move the boundary markers. Chu's army, withdraw completely. This must we truly cede 20 li of land and 23 fortresses. Damn it. The ground we stood upon just now was Chu territory. And now it all belongs to Yue. How could this be? Why? Rest assured, King of Chu, the Empire's army will protect your safety. You may give the order. I have reigned for over 30 years and never suffered such humiliation. Perhaps a few months ago, the King of Wu felt the same bitterness. Chu's army of over 10,000, withdraw 20 li. As commanded. Next, fulfill the second clause of the border hunt contract. The King of Chu shall read the edict. Now this is the truly entertaining part, forcing the King of Chu to eat dirt and publicly proclaim it's sweet, or perhaps let the Crown Prince read it instead. No, otherwise people will inevitably mock that it is a king's duty. Yet the Crown Prince substitutes. They'll laugh and say the prince should just inherit the throne. Only the loser must read this edict. This is a public confession, admitting that the fault in the last Chuye border war was entirely mine. It is not only admitting fault to the opponent, but to the entire world. Damn it. Fine. I still have to read it. What the hell? Why is it written so long? Which genius from the Ministry of Rights wrote so many words, and so flowery with hidden malice? Though unwilling in his heart, the King of Chu still obediently began reading the edict. Meanwhile, officials from many nations recorded it simultaneously. King of Chu louder. I can't hear. Envoy of Liang. Damn you. Too exhilarating. Too satisfying. Unprecedented joy, even more thrilling than defeating Sunan. More satisfying than when the King of Wu came to admit fault and yield. In front of everyone. In front of the whole world, a fierce slap landed on the King of Chu's face. Shen Lang, you wretched child, truly heaven's gift to me. Without you, how could I have today's glory? 2/4 of an hour later, the King of Chu finally finished reading the nearly 20,000-word confession edict. When I return, I must kill the one who drafted this edict. Execute the third clause of the border hunt contract. Deliver the war indemnity. Will this never end? Now I must lose face again. King of Chu, please grant the gold. King of Yue, please receive the gold. These words are used so cleverly. What place is this? What moment is this? Do you have even a shred of propriety? Brother King, thank you for granting the gold. I am ashamed to accept it. Next, officials from both Ministries of Rights and Revenue appeared to count the gold. Half an hour later, 56,000 catties of gold, all delivered. Is everything finished now? Prince Lian, I am unwell. I will return to camp to rest. King of Chu, slow down. These steps are too high. Let me help you down. I am not yet so old that I cannot walk. Trying to break free, not so easy. Thus, the Crown Prince of Chu and Ning Yuanxian supported the King of Chu down from the hunting platform, making him appear especially old and frail. Fine. Ning Yuanxian, you are heroic and extraordinary. Now I am the King of Chu, old and feeble. 7 days later, welcome back to take a look. Shen Lang, damn you. That is a curse for the dead. That remark was too much. The previous words could be excused as careless. But this was deliberate. What do you mean, come back in 7 days? Are you saying the King of Chu will have his funeral rites then? This is openly cursing another nation's monarch. This was once Chu territory. 7 days later, the boundary markers will all be replaced. I invited the King of Chu to return then, to take one last look at this land. What is wrong? Did I say anything wrong? When one is shameless, one is invincible. With your thick skin, everything you say is right. We cannot argue with you. Let's go. The king of Chu had walked less than a li. Your Majesty. Your Majesty. Inside the Yue camp. Zhongyao, what do you think of my Nirvana army? Your Majesty's Nirvana army truly deserves to be called the strongest army. Zhongyao, how much military funding do I owe you? 950,000 gold coins. Lai Sunday, allocate 950,000 gold coins to Grand Marshal Zhong. Also allocate another 350,000 gold coins as future military funding. Thank you, Your Majesty, for your great favor. Yes, the King of Chu has lost all face. Once Lord Jun consolidates power in the south, the King of Chu will surely launch a frenzied war. At that time, your Zhong family army must not fail my expectations. Brother Zhongyao, I know we have little personal bond, but through the years you have never betrayed your duty as a minister, and I remember it well. I know Ning Yi and Ning Qi have been causing trouble lately. When I return, I will suppress them. I have not fallen yet. It is not time for the family to split. Next may come a war of 3 kingdoms, perhaps even 4. The combined armies could exceed 400,000, 500,000, or more. This battle will decide not only the fate of my Ning clan, but also of your Zhong clan. If the western frontier is lost, Yue will face dismemberment, and your family will be annihilated. Our fortunes rise together. Our losses fall together. I shall give my utmost until death. Enough, I must rest now. You may withdraw. Rest well, Your Majesty. I take my leave. Brother Zhongyao, what do you think of Ningzheng? Your Majesty, do you intend for Ningzheng? Forget it. Pretend I never said it. Ning Yunxian issued an edict, returning to the capital. Young Master Shen, your skill is divine, leaving me in awe, utterly dazzling. Your Majesty, can we speak plainly? The way you talk, I always feel you are setting me up. In the past 20 years, yesterday was the most exhilarating, the most satisfying. I can imagine how shocked the world will be when the news spreads, especially the ministers at court, who all thought I had collapsed from a stroke, and went to support the Crown Prince. Even the Crown Prince and Third Prince thought I was bedridden, and disregarded royal authority, trampling the bottom line, even harming US interests. I truly want to see their faces. Boy, thanks to you, once again, you have achieved an unparalleled feat. Your Majesty, let me teach you a few words. Again and again and again. All right, I'll take those words. I've learned them. Interesting. Very interesting. Young Master Shen, you've made great contributions this time. Tell me, what reward do you want? Your Majesty, didn't we already agree before? Yes, if you won, I would recognize Ningzheng's claim to the throne, expand the army by 5,000, and appoint him as Grand Commander of Tianyue. But those were agreed upon already. I still want to give you an extra reward. Say it. Whatever I have, I can give you. In that case, I won't be polite. Please grant me a dukedom. A dukedom? Young Master Shen, you think too highly of me. In the great Yan Empire, those of different surnames cannot be granted dukedoms. In the kingdoms below, it is almost an iron law that outsiders cannot be made dukes. In all of Yue, there is only one duke of a different surname, Bian Shao. And what merit did he have? He practically saved the entire Yue kingdom. You are asking for this dukedom for Ningzheng. Of course, even the 4th Prince Ningzhen is a duke, while the 5th prince is only a marquis. It looks bad. Ningzheng is lucky to have a friend like you. Your Majesty, if Prince Ningzheng wants to claim the throne, At least his title must be equal to the other princes. You are too hasty. Ningjung was only promoted to Marquis a few months ago. If he suddenly became a duke, it would upset the balance. Choose another condition. As long as it is within my power, I'll grant it. And it must be for yourself, not for someone else. I already have money, power, wealth, beauties around me. What more could I want? Your Majesty, I feel I don't really want anything. This brat really deserves a beating. How about this? Shall I grant Jin Mukong a marriage? Tell me who you've set your eyes on. Whoever it is, I'll have her marry Jin Mukong. That might actually work. The poor fellow is nearly 20, still without a partner. Sometimes he hides under his blanket, reading illustrated versions of boundless romance. Too pitiful. As his brother-in-law, I have a duty to find him a match. I heard Prime Minister Zhu Hongju has a granddaughter named Zhu Ning. Gentle, beautiful, modest, virtuous, a top-tier talent. Your Majesty, what do you think of her? Zhu Ning. She is truly the #1 talented woman in the capital. She is Zhu Hongju's treasure, his beloved pearl, and even manages his study. Many of the Prime Minister's letters and essays are drafted by her. She is 19 now, from a prestigious family. Suitors are as numerous as fish in the river. She has rejected dozens of scholars, even a top graduate. Many young talents, after passing the imperial exams, eagerly visited her, only to be defeated within an hour. She is extremely difficult to win over. And you want her to marry Jin Mukong. This fellow, I didn't grant his first request, nor his second. If I refuse again, I'll look too petty as an elder. If you don't give this or that, what kind of king are you? Fine, I'll give it a try. Once we return to the capital, I'll personally visit Prime Minister Zhu and propose marriage for Jin Mukong. Why did you speak out just now? This time going to propose marriage, it will definitely be humiliating. Who is Zhu Ning? Who is Zhu Ning? Who is Jin Mukong? Jin Mukong, brother-in-law, has already done his best. Shen Lang, let's talk business. This Nirvana army is so powerful. At most, how many more can be trained? Your Majesty, do you want the truth? Of course. No more can be trained. The Jin family's top-grade steel has been completely consumed by me. For this Nirvana army of more than 2,000 men, I spent roughly several 100,000 gold coins. What? So expensive? I had thought it might be costly, but I never imagined it would be to this extent. Naturally, if there were enough time, I could still train 3,000 heavy-armored Modao soldiers. But Your Majesty, you intend to use this army to face the coming super war. Correct, exactly. Then, it is impossible. My Jin family's workshops need at least another year to produce that much top-grade steel. Moreover, this Nirvana army is invincible on open plains, but once entering the battlefield of Nanoli Kingdom, its power will be greatly reduced. Nanu is full of forests and ravines, the terrain narrow and cramped. Such super heavy armored troops cannot fully exert themselves. However, Your Majesty, I am already preparing to train the next batch of Nirvana army. Speak. This second batch of Nirvana army will still be heaven, defyingly strong, but no longer Modao soldiers. Instead, they will be mountain jungle troops most suited for the Nanu battlefield. Highly mobile, extremely agile archers, numbering about 3,000. A 3,000-man archer unit, isn't that a bit too few? Hard to change the course of battle. Your Majesty, what if each man uses a 2-stone bow, able to shoot dozens or even hundreds of arrows, all with pinpoint accuracy? This is impossible, isn't it? At present, the most elite archer units in the Great Yan Empire only use 1-stone bows. 1.5 stones is already for sharpshooters, 2 stone bows, and 3,000 men, all using them. That is outrageous, but if what Shen Lang says is true, the effective killing range of a 1-stone bow is about 150 paces, while a 2-stone bow's effective range is at least 250 paces, and to shoot hundreds of arrows with precision. Then, no matter what army, they would be shot to pieces. To shoot hundreds of arrows with a 2-stone bow, even Nirvana Army Modao soldiers don't have that strength, and it is impossible to mass-produce such super-strong bows. Indeed, not even with arm strength of 500 jin, one cannot shoot 100 arrows with a 2-stone bow. That is a super-strong bow of over 200 pounds. And bows in this world are all made of wood, hard to reach such strength. Historically, the English longbow was made from a whole yew tree, short ones about 1.5 meters, long ones over 2 meters, very heavy, and with normal bows, the further you draw, the greater the force required. Once fully drawn, the force needed reaches its peak, hard to maintain. Aiming becomes difficult. But what I designed and manufactured is a modern compound bow, made with high-toughness steel, providing 2-stone power, and using pulley mechanisms to save effort for the archer. The pulley system acts as a lever, avoiding the problem of traditional bows where maximum draw force makes it impossible to hold and aim. This means our archers can shoot more accurately, with less effort. Moreover, those without bloodlines have hearts, like still water, focused and sensitive. Once they devote themselves to practicing archery, what effect will that be? All equipped with 2-stone super-strong bows, with high carbon steel arrowheads, the lethality will be astonishing. Just so. Such a 3,000-man archer force would be a nightmare for almost any army. After Shen Lang explained clearly to Ning Yuanxian, is this true? Shen Lang, how long until this second Nirvana army is ready? At least more than half a year. Half a year. Jun will not give me half a year. At most a few months. Then the battle-deciding fate will erupt. Your Majesty, I heard you refuse the loan from the Hidden Yuan Society for my sake. How much money do you lack? 3 to 4 million. Your Majesty, how about I earn 3 million gold coins for you within half a month? You want to ask the Heavenly Tao Society for money again? They've already lent you an astronomical sum of gold coins. If you force them again, you might end up breaking relations. Shen Lang, don't ask others to do things beyond their limits. The Heavenly Tao Society can hardly provide this sum, and this is only the first batch of military expenses. I am talking about earning it without asking the Heavenly Tao Society, and without asking the Yuan Society either. Within half a month, I will earn you a net profit of 3 million gold coins. If I succeed, will you grant Prince Ning Zheng the title of Duke? Earn 3 million gold coins in half a month, without relying on the Hidden Yuan Society or the Heavenly Tao Society? Impossible. This military expense, I'll find a way myself. I can't put everything on Shen Lang's shoulders. That wouldn't be right. When the monarch was still hundreds of miles from the capital, the results of the border hunt had already spread across the land. At first, neither officials nor commoners believed it at all. How could this be possible? Shen Lang's 2,000 new troops were complete trash, trained only for a few months. With just one move, how could they defeat Chu's 5,000 elites? Later, the news of victory was confirmed. Did Shen Lang use some trick? Did the king of Chu deliberately go easy? Otherwise, even if rivers flowed backward and the sun set in the east, they couldn't have won. But the reports became more and more certain, more precise. Shen Lang's 2,000 Nirvana new troops not only won, but nearly annihilated Chu's finest 2,000 martial soldiers, and 3,000 heavy cavalry. Thursday, this is Shen Lang a god? How did he do it? Terrifying. After this news spread, the most immediate reaction was that the factional struggle between the Crown Prince and the third prince, Ning Qi, instantly ceased. The so-called grain resale case and embezzlement of military funds case completely vanished. In court, the two immediately displayed brotherly harmony. A few days later, King Ning Yuanxian returned in triumph. "Welcome back to the capital, Your Majesty. Has the king truly regained his youth, as the rumors say? Wasn't the king ill? Why do so many say he was never sick at all? I really want to see what His Majesty looks like now. Ha! Raise your heads, all of you, and look well upon me." Exactly the same as when he wasn't ill, majestic to the extreme, awe-inspiring to the extreme. His Majesty has returned. Damn! Who said His Majesty had a stroke? It must have been a feigned illness. Does this look like someone who had a stroke? Don't joke. His Majesty and Shen Lang teamed up to trick people again. Originally they planned to trick the King of Chu, but ended up tricking us ministers instead. Now you know to fear me. What were you all like before? Now I have truly returned to the throne. Ever since I fell ill, many of you grew lazy in governance. Before, I was sick and couldn't manage you. Now that my body is somewhat better, I cannot leave things unchecked. Arrest the criminals, according to the list, as you command. Execute immediately. His Majesty is ruthless. Please don't let it involve me. Don't let it involve me. Lord Chen has fainted. Quickly help him up. The atmosphere is suffocating. I dare not move at all. Crown Prince, you have worked hard governing in my stead these days. Your son does not dare. Father's victory over the King of Chu at the border hunt, raising our nation's prestige, that is the true hardship. This great victory at the border hunt was entirely thanks to Ning Zheng, Li Sun. Draft the decree, remove Zhang Zhao from his post as Tianyue commander, appoint Marquis of Changping Ning Zheng as Tianyue commander, and expand the Marquis of Changping's forces by 5,000 yes. His Majesty is letting Ning Zheng join the struggle for succession. Huge news. This is a change of destiny. I've been dismissed. Why? Is it because I offended Shen Lang surrounding Ning Zheng's residence? But that was the order of the Ministry of State Affairs and the Privy Council. How could I disobey? This man is already in his 50s from a military family, but never held high office. His grandfather was only a 6th-rank general. His father only reached 5th rank late in life. At 20, he fought in the Yue-Chu War. At 30, in the Wu-Yue War. Not a famous general, but definitely a fierce one. But he is the Crown Prince's lackey. Now that Ning Zheng has risen, Zhang Zhao can be pushed aside. Am I finished after struggling to climb to this position? Am I to be cast down again? To be trampled and ridiculed again? Your Highness cannot even protect himself now. Ning Zheng actually managed to stand out. Father truly allowed him to openly vie for succession. How is that possible? Let's go. Return to the palace. The next day, son-in-law, what are you looking at? It is getting late. You should rest. Shen Lang was looking at the list of blank zero bloodline individuals. Last time, he found more than 2,300 near the capital. This time, he would search across the entire Yue Kingdom. In the capital and surrounding counties, With a total population of 3 million, we found more than 2,300 blank zero bloodline individuals. Yue Kingdom has 3 provinces, 1 special administrative prefecture, plus the capital district, with a total population of about 19 million. At this probability, we should be able to find another 8 to 9,000 blank zero bloodline individuals. But in remote areas, without the material conditions of the capital, many zero bloodline individuals would be abandoned and die young, reducing the number by at least half. We must rescue them all in the shortest time, bring them to the capital, change their fate, and let them transform. They will become the second Nirvana army, an even more astonishing special force, top-tier archers, son-in-law. It is time to rest. Good baby, go to sleep. Little one, you must sleep obediently. Don't delay your mother's matters. Today, it is my turn. Naughty child, it is all your fault for not sleeping early. Otherwise, father would be pulled into bed by mother, and that big rump business wouldn't exist. In the days that followed, Ningjung was practically driven mad with busyness. Suddenly promoted to Tianyue city commander, he had to take charge of the capital's defense and public order, immediately overwhelmed. Chief officer of the commander's mansion, Shen Lang, the third prince and the crown prince's men will never cooperate with us. Instead, they obstruct and create difficulties. So now it is inevitable to be overwhelmed, and the capital's public order will worsen. But the king won't help, nor can I. Many things must be learned and done by oneself. Ningjung never uttered a single complaint, simply lived, ate, and slept in the commander's mansion. He slept only 2 hours a day, spending the rest of the time inspecting every corner of the capital, openly and secretly. He checked every city gate, every warehouse, every army unit. Shen Lang's words were right. Without investigation, there is no right to speak. Not bad, not bad. Just in terms of diligence, Ningjung is much better than the king. The king, like me, lazes whenever possible, governs entirely by cleverness, with a certain opportunism. But governing a great country is like cooking a small fish many times. You cannot rely on cleverness. You must be down to earth. Inside the palace. Am I truly this poor? Last year's autumn tax was long spent, and spring tax is still months away. After borrowing more than 2 million gold coins from the Hidden Yuan Society last year, we still ended up with a deficit of 1.6 million. This year is even worse. Only 2 months have passed, and according to the Ministry of Revenue's calculations, even if spring and autumn taxes are the same as last year, with no disasters, the deficit will still exceed 2 million gold coins. What to do next? There may be 2 large wars, battles that will decide the fate of Yue Kingdom. New policies. New policies, they must be implemented. Within Yue Kingdom, dozens of old noble families, large and small, all have fiefs and private armies. If the new policies are fully enforced, reclaim all their fiefs, disband all private armies, and take all their mines into state ownership. Then implement a monopoly on salt and iron, operated by the central government. At that time, the treasury deficit will be solved, and annual tax revenue will at least double. Unfortunately, now is not the time to implement them. A great war is about to erupt, possibly a war of national survival. Domestic stability is paramount. I have Parkinson's syndrome. Time is running out. My primary task is no longer new policies, but to defeat June, pacify the rebellion in southwestern Nano, intimidate Chu, to prevent the King of Chu from scheming, then support the new king's ascension, ensuring a smooth transition of Yue Kingdom's regime. The succession struggle must not escalate into factional strife, nor erupt into civil war. What should I do? Your Majesty, I am fine. Grand General of the Northern Garrison, Nangong Ao, has already assembled 50,000 troops. The Tianyu Governor's Office has also completed the assembly of 30,000 troops. Once they join forces with Zhu Lin's army, there will be a total of 130,000 soldiers, but Jun also has 100,000 troops. At that time, it will be very difficult for us to defeat him. We can at most hold the defensive line of Nanu. Unless the Chang Kingdom sends troops to aid us, striking Jun from east and west, only then will we have a chance. Truly thanks to Shen Lang, but even the Chang Kingdom needs time to recover before it can dispatch forces. Has Dashuang already left the capital? Dashuang did not return to the capital with us. After following us to Lang County, he turned south to America, perhaps in time for the Queen of Childbirth. This generation's Queen of Chang is truly extraordinary. Without the cunning of her forebears, she is benevolent and sincere. Yet she has firmly secured her throne, and her prestige in America is astonishingly high. But this is also thanks to our Yue Kingdom. We previously gave strong aid to Chang, improving the lives of its people, so they are deeply grateful to the Queen. Your Majesty, the Queen of Chang once wrote a secret letter to Shen Lang, saying Chang possesses a vast amount of gold, implying she is willing to lend it to us. The previous king of Chang was endlessly greedy and selfish, like a wolf that could never be sated. Yet this Queen of Chang actually wishes to lend us gold. No, absolutely not. Chang's strategic value to us far surpasses a few million in gold. Though we and America are allies, our relationship is not yet stable. If we accept this money, it will make us look cheap. Has Shu Batao of the Hidden Yuan Society arrived? Not yet. Again, we must borrow from the Hidden Yuan Society, but this time it is different. I just defeated the King of Chu at the border hunt. The situation is excellent, and I elevated Ning Zheng, shaking the position of Crown Prince Ningyi. Even the Hidden Yuan Society will be nervous, eager to curry favor with me. Half an hour later, still not here. No. Another quarter hour later, this old man greets your Majesty. Only now you arrive. This time, summoning Elder Shu is still for borrowing. I, with salt tax as collateral, wish to borrow 4 million gold coins from your society. Before it was 3.5 million. Now it has become 4 million. Ning Yuanxian's appetite grows ever larger. With my current prestige, your Hidden Yuan Society still shows hesitation. What do you mean? Do you intend to completely offend me? Your Majesty, this sum can indeed be lent, but please have the Crown Prince negotiate the details and sign the contract with our society. What is your Hidden Yuan Society trying to do to have the Crown Prince borrow instead? Are you interfering in yours internal affairs? Interfering in my family matters? I, Ning Yuanxian, cannot borrow this money, but Crown Prince Ningyi can. Ha ha ha. Shu Botao, do you really think that without your Hidden Yuan Society, I cannot raise this money? Do you think I cannot live without your Hidden Yuan Society? This old man would not dare. Ning Yuanxian, do you even know how much you already owe us? We know clearly. You are a squanderer of the realm. The treasury is in deficit beyond measure. Now your 80,000 troops are assembled, waiting for military funds. Every day is urgent. Others may be deceived by your powerful FA aid, but our Hidden Yuan Society will not. Besides us, who else can provide such a sum at once? Even the Heavenly Dao Society cannot, because there will be a second batch, a third batch. Wait, Ning Yuanxian, This is only our first condition. Next will be the second, forcing Shen Lang to hand over the secret of glass mirrors. Then a third, and more without end. We can demand whatever we wish from you. Ha ha ha, without you. Butcher Jiang. Must we eat meat with hair still on it? After Elder Shu Batao of the Hidden Yuan Society was expelled from the palace, Lai Sunday, go ask Shen Lang if what he said about earning 3 million gold coins in half a month is true. Yes, forget it. Don't go. I'll think of a way myself. Let's not trouble Shen Lang with everything. Don't make things hard for him. Come, let's go to Prime Minister Zhu's residence. Let's find something else to do first. Today I'll cast aside my pride and formally propose marriage to Zhu's family on behalf of Jin Mukong. Zhu residence. Tell your grandfather, what kind of person do you want to find? Girl, after the new year you'll be 20. You must find a partner. Grandfather is speaking to you. Grandfather, I am trying by driving away all the suitors. Master, His Majesty has arrived. Don't shout yet, you still shout. This old minister greets your majesty. Ning Yuanxian greets Father Prime Minister. Ah, every time I call you Father Prime Minister, it is never for a good matter. Greetings to your majesty. You all may leave now. Yes. I heard your majesty's attempt to borrow from the Hidden Yuan Society did not go smoothly. Shu Batao said Crown Prince. Ning Yi should negotiate. Father Prime Minister, what do you think this means? This is sowing discord between the king and his son. Forget it. Let's not speak of this. Today I came to Father Prime Minister for another matter. Please speak, your majesty. It is all that brat Shen Lang, with his ridiculous demands. I've been put in a miserable spot because of you. But I do have the ability to endure humiliation. Losing face is losing face. Ninga, she is nearly 20, isn't she? Yes, after the new year she will be 20. Does she currently have a suitable suitor? Does Father Prime Minister have someone in mind? My choice is useless. First, she must agree, and that hurdle cannot be passed. Ahem, Father Prime Minister. I do have someone in mind. Oh, please say, Your Majesty. Jin Mukong, heir of the Marquis of Xuanwu, noble birth, pure character. Jin Mukong. That child Jin Mukong is indeed quite honest. Why not let the two children meet? Fine. Find a day. Let them meet and get to know each other. After Ning Yuanxian finished speaking, he felt too ashamed to stay longer and quickly took his leave. Shen Lang, I've lost all the face of half my life because of you. A short while later, His Majesty has introduced you to a suitor. Who? Jin Mukong, heir of the Marquis of Xuanwu. The king. Is he mad? Isn't that the academic failure from the Imperial Academy? The one who caused a huge scandal last year. Jin Mukong isn't even worthy of half a finger of his elder sister. My dear granddaughter, since His Majesty has spoken, you should at least meet him. Fine, I actually love blind dates. Love blind dates. You mean you love the feeling of crushing men with your intelligence and talent. At the Marquis's residence, Shen Lang was still conducting experiments in the basement. Hand it to me. The Sword King's wife, Chu Shi, had been recovering from her poisoning for nearly half a year, her body slowly regaining strength. Time to eat. Yet her inner wounds remained. Whenever someone entered the basement, she would extinguish the lamp, afraid of being seen. Forgive me. I've sent the Sword King Senior out on errands again. Who? It is fine. He is just a farmer. Without errands, he feels restless. If you are too bored, tomorrow I'll bring the baby down. It'll be fun. Chushi always wanted children, but never succeeded, so she adopted a foster daughter, only to be betrayed by her. She surely loves babies deeply. No, don't scare the baby. Wait until I've recovered my looks. Then I'll hold the child. Aunt's martial skills are decent too. I'll help you with tasks then. How could I dare? What is there not to dare? We martial folk aren't worth much. By the way, has Battle Through the Heavens Part 4 been finished? Not yet. Then hurry fatty up to write it. I am living off that book these days. News of Ju Ning's arranged meeting with Jin Mukong spread quickly. The queen was furious. Answer the capital's #1 talented woman. Queen Ju Ning is beautiful and gifted. Why should she meet Jin Mukong? Your Majesty, are you humiliating our Ju family? Palace gossips spread the story across the capital, shocking everyone again. Jin Mukong, that useless fool, wants to marry the capital's #1 talented woman, Ju Ning. A toad lusting after swan meat, dreaming. His Majesty was just awe-inspiring, and now he is unreliable again. To arrange such a match, Jin Mukong the incompetent wastrel will surely be crushed, despairing, and never liking women again. After arranging the match, Ning Yuanxian returned to fretting over military funds. I will only negotiate with the Crown Prince. 80,000 troops were assembled, yet the hidden Yuan society showed no compromise. They nearly openly declared that only the Crown Prince should negotiate the loan. The succession struggle, once quiet, seemed ready to flare up again. After several successful trials of his own plan, Shen Lang formally entered the palace to discuss the matter of 1 million in military funds with the king. Meanwhile, inside Fengyi Pavilion, Jin Mukong's arranged meeting was about to officially begin. Oh no, my stomach is churning. I really need to poop. Once this is over, I'll go straight home to sleep. Pretending nothing ever happened. Marry Ju Ning. Me, how could I ever be worthy? That is Ju Ning. Such a beautiful girl. Just like the one I imagined in novels. I must greet her. Oh no, I forgot my stomach was upset. After a while, the smell dispersed. Luckily, she didn't storm off. Jin Mukong, our meeting is simple. If you answer 3 questions correctly, we can try to continue. But if you answer wrong, the meeting ends immediately. Here is the first question. Listen carefully. Oh no, I am so unlearned I surely can't answer. Since you just farted. My first question is, why are some farts smelly, but others not? This is the capital's #1 talented woman's dating question. So unusual. Can't answer. Then I leave. The meeting is over. I know, most farts aren't smelly, but if you eat special foods, or when you need to defecate, they can be smelly. The smell comes from special gases inside, like hydrogen sulfide and ammonia. In fact, farts are flammable gases. If enough is released, they can be ignited by fire. How? How does he know these details? I only learned a little from obscure ancient books, yet he answered so professionally. I also heard it from my brother-in-law. If not for the 2 kids, Yu Shishi and Yu Keki, always asking random questions, how would I know this knowledge? You two really are 100,000 wise. You passed the first question. Next, I'll ask the second. The stars we see at night, what are they? This question might be difficult for others, leading them into mystical nonsense, but not for me. It depends on 2 cases. A few stars are especially large and bright. Those are nearby planets, reflecting sunlight. But the vast majority of stars are actually suns themselves, only very far away, so they appear as tiny points of light. Impressive. I often use this question to test the young talents who come to court me, but no one has ever answered it. The third question, what is your ideal? Ideal. You mean the thing I most want to do in my heart, to write books and become a supermaster, so that wherever there are people in the world, they will read my books. Those people before all told me they wanted to be ennobled, as marquises and prime ministers, to be like my grandfather. They hoped I would become their wife, helping them handle social affairs. But they have no idea that what I truly want is just to eat and wait for death. Jin Mukong's thoughts are very close to mine. He wants to stay home writing books. I want to stay home reading them. Actually quite suitable. By the way, this is a gift for you. Glasses. You read every day, and even at night by lamplight, so your eyes must be nearsighted. Do you usually have trouble seeing clearly? Yes. When I came in just now, I could only tell you were fat. I couldn't see the rest of your features. Ah, so clear now. So that is what you look like. My brother-in-law made these amazing. Are these books also written by you and your brother-in-law? Actually, he wrote them. I just copied them down. Once, I've read 30 more long novels. I'll start writing by myself. Do you know why Shen Lang arranged for us to meet? It is just, I thought I'd seen many handsome men, so I didn't care about looks. Only interesting souls. You are not stupid, fatty. Shen Lang wants to show my grandfather there is no need to cling only to crown Prince Ningyi. Once Prince Ningjung rises, the Zhu family can still lead the nation's scholars. I don't like political marriages, but I also don't want to grow old alone. You are the only one of all my suitors who passed the 3 questions. It is just, I thought I'd seen many handsome men, so I didn't care about looks, only interesting souls. But I realize I still care. I am sorry. Jin Mukong, heartbroken. Inside the palace. Shen Lang, do you think Zhu Ning and Jin Mukong's meeting will succeed? It will definitely fail. Women always say they want an interesting soul, but in the end they choose a handsome face. Men are the same. That is why I am very direct. The woman I like must be an absolute beauty, with a super devilish figure. The hotter, the better. Vulgar taste. They all say women are men's schools. Jin Mukong needs to attend several more schools before he can graduate from women and gradually mature. But there is nothing wrong with heartbreak for men. Without pain, how can one grow? And most importantly, I've already sent a signal to your master Zhu Hong. Whether he accepts or not depends on Prime Minister Zhu's will. Your Majesty, the Hidden Yuan Society still refuses to directly lend this military fund. Correct. Without the Hidden Yuan Society, does that mean I can't raise the funds? Ridiculous. Time is extremely tight. The King of Jin is unifying the shaman tribes faster and faster. And now the Queen of Chang, Arunana, should be about to give birth once war breaks out. Chang will struggle to fully support us. So with 80,000 troops assembled, we must march south quickly. Then what does your Majesty plan to do? Thou the funds can be raised. The method is rather improper. Let the great families of the realm donate. This war is not only fought for me, but also for them. Whether old nobility, new nobility, or powerful clans, all have the duty to contribute gold. Of course, I will reward donors with honor. Sounds grand, but in truth, it is forced donations and selling titles, forcing nobles to pay or else send their sons and private armies to die in Nano. As for selling titles, It is even simpler. Donate gold. Get a rank. I knew Ning Yuanxian had no bottom line, but I didn't expect it to be this low. Your Majesty, the consequences are too severe. There is precedent. If handled properly, the consequences should be controllable. And if we win the war, everything can be discussed. If we lose, US titles won't be worth much anyway. Your Majesty, aren't you selling titles? Then sell one to me. I'll pay 3 million gold for a duke's rank. And your reputation will remain intact. Sigh. Shen Lang. I know you want to secure a duke's title for Ningzheng. You don't need to pay. During this sale, I'll confer the duke's rank upon Ningzheng. Your Majesty, I am serious. Your reputation is precious. Don't squander it. Leave the funds to me. In half a month, I'll raise 3 million gold. Are you serious? I am serious. I won't ask the Hidden Yuan Society, nor the Heavenly Dao Society. I'll earn 3 million gold, purely. Your glass-making craft is priceless, yet only sold for 1 million gold. What business could earn 3 million in half a month? That is outrageous. Your Majesty, I can sign a military order. Stop with those cursed military orders. Every day it is military orders. You gamble too much. Your Majesty, if I truly raise 3 million gold in half a month, then confer Ningzheng as Duke of Yue. How about that? Reckless. Duke of Yue isn't granted lightly. To confer Ningzheng as Duke of Yue is to tell everyone he may inherit the throne. Your Majesty, do you dare? Are you serious? 3 million in military funds. With Shen Lang's ability, perhaps possible. But this child is lawless, always unpredictable. Bah! After I am gone, let the flood come. Li Sunday, bring Ningzheng's latest secret reports. Yes. A quarter of an hour later. Shen Lang, I can agree. But Ningzheng's dukedom must wait until after defeating the King of Jin, otherwise the waves will be too great. And with war imminent, Yue cannot bear it. It is a deal. Perhaps Yue truly needs a diligent and steadfast ruler like Ningzheng. That very day, the king issued an edict to the 5th Prince Ningzheng, appointing him as Minister of Fundraising, ordering him to raise 3 million gold coins within 1 month. The decree immediately stirred up another storm across the capital. What does His Majesty mean by this? Is he favoring Prince Ningzheng or trying to ruin him? Is His Majesty pushing him up to challenge Crown Prince Ningyi? He was just appointed commander of Tanye not long ago. 3 million gold in a month. Impossible. The king giving Ningzheng this chance was also a way to show the Hidden Yuan Society and the Crown Prince some defiance. And if Ningzheng truly raised 3 million gold in such a short time, it would be a heavy slap in their face. Inside the Marquis's residence, Fatty heartbroken. Hurts, doesn't it? Fine then, keep hurting. After a few more heartbreaks, you'll get used to it. Brother-in-law. Do women all like handsome and powerful men? Of course. So when they say they like men with depth, is that a lie? No, not a lie. It is self-deception. I don't understand. Many people think they're different, that their love must be a clash of souls, a resonance of spirit. But when it comes to actually choosing a partner, they realize they're not so transcendent, after all. For a man and woman to fall in love, there must first be reproductive impulse. The impulse comes first, then comes character, then spiritual resonance. Then a man like me, do I still have attraction? Of course, you are heir to the Marquis of Xuanwu, a top noble. That alone is a deadly allure to many women. But those are the very women you don't want. You don't say it aloud, but in your heart you want to marry a noble lady of equal standing. don't you? Exactly. Everyone is ordinary. So don't blame Ju Ning for being too realistic, too untranscendent. Brother-in-law, do I still have a chance to marry Ju Ning?